welcome back to Donny Boy 13's channel. We're back today with another episode of the transfer team, and it's with Watford again, our season 2. If you've missed last episode, please go watch it, because there's going to be a spoiler in about 3 seconds. 3, 2, 1. We're now in the Premier League. We got promoted last season using the team made of just absolute mishmash of players from the transfer list that kept coming up, from traded players, from all sorts like that. And this season we're in the Premier League, and we've got a few massive names on their way in. Also this season, the free agents is becoming a much bigger thing for me, as a lot of players are free agents now that could potentially come into the squad. So it's definitely going to be interesting to see how many of them I sign. And of course, we are still only allowed to sign players from the transfer list, from free agents and from trades, and pre-contract agreements at the end, towards the end of the season. And we're just going to see how far we can take this Watford team into the Premier League for this season. Every player that you saw last season has been transfer listed, as is what happens at the start of a new season, and we're going to see what sort of new players we can get in to carry this team forward. But yeah, so I'll let you know when we get a first transfer deal done. And we have officially got a transfer deal done. Julian Draxler was a free agent. I couldn't believe it myself. He was in the free agents pool. All I had to pay was £50,000 of his wages for the years, and he is now a Watford player. The 81 rated cam / centre mid is now in the Watford team. So we had the first transfer offer of the second season, and it's an offer for Alan Emperor, somebody who probably didn't get as much game time as I thought he probably would last season. Only 27 years old, still 68 rated, potential to improve. £1 million. Lanús are getting a good player there. Okay, this is the offer that I was kind of expecting. Gerard Deulofeu, obviously the big player for us again now that he's returned from loan. Napoli want to sign him, 24.4 million. Happy to let him go. See you later, Deulofeu. We've signed our second signing of the season. It's a goalkeeper, Adrian. Obviously the backup at Liverpool in real life, is now our #1 goalie. Bit of experience in the net. Hopefully he plays better for us than he has in real life recently. And now 2 becomes 3 as we sign Odin Bailey, the 21-year-old who used to be at Birmingham City. Very good, very high potential on this young lad. I'm hoping he can play a few games for us here and there, potentially in cups, get his overall up a bit. Maybe send him out on loan a couple of times. We'll see how he does. Now we've got some transfer offers. We've got Jose Martinez, the 70 rated centre back I signed last season. Didn't get again a lot of game time, but Alaves want to take him off my hands for 1.5, which is more than I actually paid for him, so I'm very happy with that. You take him. And now we've got Ignacio Paceto, and Crystal Palace would like to take him off my hands for 10 million. By all means, you take him from me. Go, the big signing from last season obviously had to be put up for sale, Shokran Mustafi, and it's Athletic Bilbao wanting him for 22.7 million. He's gone up by 3 overall since I signed him for 11.5, and I'm now selling him on for a cool 10 million more, and I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. 29 years of age now, he's not going to be getting that much better. So goodbye Mustafi, you served us well. Thank you very much. 2 more transfer offers on the in. We've got Pontus Dahlberg, an offer from Pek Zwolle for 2.5 million. Definitely acceptable. I would not be playing Pontus Dahlberg anytime soon. So there you go. And Andre Gray with an offer coming in from Bologna. Or Bologna, I don't know how to say it. For 3.75. He was a good player at the start of the season last year for us before we had to loan him out, and we did fine without him. I don't think we need him. It will be accepted anyway. So goodbye Gray. Certainly had a better start to this season than the last, as we've got through to the final of the pre-season tournament. Let's see if we can go all the way and win this pre-season tournament. All we do on penalties, with Skazibski being the man to score the winner. Very, very good game that must have been. Now we have an offer for a goalkeeper I signed last season and didn't play ever. David Martin, £110,000 from Cardiff City. I actually only paid £100,000 for him, so I mean, if I can make a profit on a man I've never played who's gone down in overall and up in age, I'm plenty happy. Staffy went out. I went looking through the free agents and I found an old friend. We got Christian Cabasele back for £35,000 a year. 30 years old now, 77 rated. He's back at Watford though. Let's see if he does well for us again. We've had our first signing with actual money. Juan Mata was up for sale on the transfer list. We've signed him from Manchester United for £7 million. I think he's going to do brilliantly for us in that cam role next to Julian Draxler. 78 rated cam. Could potentially play right mid. I think he's a little bit too slow now for playing right mid, but definitely good enough to be putting in a shift in the Premier League still, so I'm glad to have him in the team. Another big sale coming up is Steven Skazibski, the man who did very, very well for us last season. Probably one of our players of the season last season. Real Betis paying just the 4.1 million for him. Very, very bargain buy for them. I mean, I only paid 2 million for him, so for them to double my value, I'm not upset about, but he is worth about 6 million now, so they're getting a cheaper role for him. So goodbye Skazibski, you played very, very well for us and you did a lot for us. Thank you very much, but your time to move on has come. This was probably the transfer I was not looking forward to. Danilo D'Ambrosio, the man who basically played everywhere in defence for me last year. Very, very solid player. Offer from Braga, 6.6 million. Have to accept it, I'm afraid. But D'Ambrosio will definitely be missed. We've signed Jetro Willems, the 78 rated 27-year-old. He's a free agent again. No money spent for him. But I feel like he's the sort of player that could fit in a role that replaces what D'Ambrosio was doing for me. So, very, very good signing there. We're in now for Antonio Donnarumma. Again, a player I did not play once, and I'm getting a £10,000 profit on. So, very happy to let him go to Alanyaspor. Here we go then, Palomino. Palomino, the man who did so much for me last season. I signed for 4.5 million. Is now going to be leaving us to go to Genoa for 6.2. Congratulations Palomino, you did very well for us, you've deserved this move. But I'm going to miss you. D'Ambrosio there, I've just noticed, has rejected a move to Braga. Okay then, Ajax have offered me 15.1 million for Juan Camilo Hernandez. 76 rated, 22-year-old. I honestly don't know who this player is, so yeah. I mean, it was going to be accepted anyway. Quite happy to let him go because he obviously was not part of my plans, being the fact I don't know who he is. We signed a right mid that's probably going to start for us, seeing as we sold Skazibski. And it's Gökhan Töre. He's a free agent, so didn't cost me anything other than wages. I mean, he's good enough for now. I'm probably going to hope and pray that somebody comes up in the transfer list that's a decent right midfielder, because if he's the best I've got, then I might be in a bit of trouble. Okay, so this is an interesting one. So Milik, who only just signed for me from the pre-contract agreement, I didn't put up for sale because I didn't think I could, but Inter Milan have just offered me £35.8 million for him. I mean, I have to accept as per rules of this series, but that's very annoying because that was the man I was planning on getting me the goals this season. So Milik, pleasure having you for the friendlies. Not going to actually get to see you in the Prem playing for me. Almost. Maybe in the future we'll try and get you back, but for now, goodbye mate. And we've got another offer from Santa Clara for Mehdi Barabia. They've offered 1.65 million for him. I believe I got Barabia for 900,000. I did, from Sassuolo, so he's going to Santa Clara for almost double what I paid for him. That's brilliant. Make it profit. Oh no. Okay, so D'Ambrosio has another offer in, and it's a 6.7 million offer from Borussia Mönchengladbach. I have to accept. I don't want to, but he's going again. Let's hope this one falls through also. Okay then, so second season in, first season of us in the Premier League. Let's see how we can do against a big team like Everton in our first game. We lose 1-0, which, I mean, it's not bad. I'd love to win that because I'm a big Liverpool fan, but I know Everton are very good on this game, and a 1-0 loss isn't terrible for your first game back in the Premier League. We've got an offer for Jurgen Farid Elitim, never heard of him, from Gymnasia for 1.75 million. Yes, go. Goodbye. D'Ambrosio's officially gone. We've signed in Cyrus Christie for this right back role also, because I mean Darikwa is good, but I don't know if he's good enough. I mean Christie's a 71, so they're the same rating, but we'll just have to see. They might be battling out for that spot. Which is not what I wanted at all. Mariano now. An offer from Fulham. 19 million for Mariano. It's a big profit on what I paid for him. 78 rated. Probably a good value for him as well. But I've just lost Milik. Now I've lost Mariano. I literally have no strikers. I've got Giroud, basically. Let's hope he's enough. Got another offer for Barabia, the same price, but this time from Zaragoza. So we'll have to see which one of them two teams he chooses to go to. Does he fancy Spain or Portugal? Okay, so now we've got an offer for Darikwa, 2.05 million from Istanbul Başakşehir. Which, I mean, yes, you can have him, but that really does mess me up because Christie is now my only right back option. Find a winger backup in Yannick Bolasie. He can play both sides. Should be very versatile. Should be very good for me. I've actually paid money for him. I paid 1.6 million to sign him from Everton. 73 rated. Let's hope he can do something for us, because at the minute we are 0 wins from 4 or 5 I think now, so it's not going well. Another right midfielder. His name's Francisco Portillo. Free agent again, so not paying any money, just the wages. 74 rated. Just hoping he's a little bit better than Torre, perhaps. Okay, so we've had another signing come into the club. We've got Lucas Piazon come in from Chelsea. A right wing potential cam role for us. Only 72 rated, but you know, might be able to do something for us. We'll just have to see. Okay, we've got an offer for Jed Steer come in. Our goalkeeper from last year. Definitely did very well for us. Probably be quite sad to see him go actually, but I have to accept the 1.9 million offer from Sassuolo. Goodbye, Jed. Okay, then we've got two new offers. We've got one for Olivier Giroud, 4.75 million from Werder Bremen. And unfortunately, I have to accept this, even though the only other striker I have now is Stevan Jovetic, I believe. So he's going to have to start pulling his weight. But anyway, Giroud's on his way out. And also on his way out, we've got Rafael Silva. He played very, very well for us last year. 4.85 million for this Brazilian superstar. He's going to be going off to Nice in France, so goodbye to Silva also. Giroud leaving the club, I've decided that I need to get a replacement in. I signed in Lucas Teodosic, only 72 rated, 30-year-old. Going to be a backup realistically, but it's going to be a struggle. It's going to be a struggle. Okay, a bit of light-hearted news for me now. Talks with Giroud fell through at Werder Bremen. So that replacement I signed for him is not needed. That's a good bit of news for me, because Giroud's definitely going to be the star striker of this team, because I don't really have another one. Transfer window's closed, and ignore that. The transfer window's closed, but an offer's coming for Danny Drinkwater, someone who played very well for me again last year in the fight to get up to this division. He's going to be heading off to Galatasaray for £2.5 million when the transfer window reopens, that is. I don't know what it is about this year, but it seems to be that this year, since the transfer window is closed, everybody wants to start bidding for my players. So we've got Jan George going for 1.2 million off to Standard Liège. Goodbye. And another one in for you, Giovanni Di Noia for 1.1 million to go into Preston. Okay, so we're exactly halfway through the season right now, and to be fair, we're not doing too bad. We're currently sat 14th, 6 points above the relegation zone after 19 games, 6 wins, 2 draws and 11 losses, 22 goals scored, 30 against. Who's currently top? Let's have a look. It's Chelsea currently winning the title, and surprisingly Leicester really far down towards the bottom. Let's have a look at goal scorers. Top goal scorer for the season, it's Raheem Sterling, somehow with 16 goals, but Julian Draxler is on there with 9. So that is going to be interesting. See if Draxler can stay in that. He must be the one scoring all my goals for me. Right, let's have a look at the stats. So obviously we know top goal scorer is going to be Julian Draxler with 9. We've got Lee, who's at Bournemouth on loan, scoring 4. He's a 74 rated now. Fantastic. Giroud also getting 4. And we've got Torre with 3. Balassi with 2. Mata with 2. Fernandinho, Modric, Mitroglou and Jovetic all with just the 1. Who's our king of assists for this season? It's not going to be Drinkwater again, I doubt. It's Luka Modric with the 5 assists. And then we've got Mata and a few other players all on 1 also. So very good start, very good first half of this season. I'd be very happy if we can manage to keep ourselves in the division for this year. I think that's my main goal, and then we'll try and progress from that stage for next time. So yeah guys, that's just the halfway point. We'll see you come the transfer window to see if I've made any new signings or sold anybody. We'll have to see. So 2 more signings that we've made from the transfer list. So Zizou came up from Athletic Bilbao. We've paid 2.3 million for this right winger. 72 rated, 25 years of age though, so a younger player than what we probably have been signing. Another younger player than what we've been signing is Hassan Bande from Ajax. We've paid 1.5 for him, and he's a striker who can play left wing. Just basically a bit of youth to come in behind Giroud and Jovetic. So that'd be nice to see the 23-year-old get involved. So we've made 2 signings. We've got Sergio Romero coming in to be our starting goalkeeper, 79 rated. Obviously ex-Manchester United player. He was on the free agents list. I must have missed him before, or he's recently been released. So 34 years old, but still can definitely do a job in goal for me. We've also signed Nnamdi Ofabor, 22-year-old, 68 rated. Just not a bad player from the free agents as well, just a bit of youth to get into the squad. So that's the signings we've made so far this season. We've got 3 players already agreed pre-contract negotiation for next season. We've got Danny Rose, Giacomo Bonaventura and Juan Cuadrado coming in next season. Obviously Cuadrado probably going to be a bit old, probably going to be a bit lower rated than 79, but he's still probably going to be a best right back that we'll have in the team. So he'd definitely be a big upgrade. Danny Rose will be fighting out for that left back with Willems, sorry. And then Bonaventura should be good enough to sit in that midfield with Modric for as long as we have them. So 3 very good signings in my opinion. We'll just have to see how they do next season. Okay, so deadline day is here, and we've had an offer for Nicholas Nkulu. This Ollie Wheatley one, I don't know when this happened, but it's been rejected. I'm guessing I just missed it and it kind of just rejected itself, but I don't remember seeing that. But then Nicholas Nkulu, an offer of 12.8 million from Real Betis, and he has to go even though he is one of my starting centre-backs alongside Fernandinho. So he's going to be missed greatly. Let's just hope that either I can get somebody in or one of our backups is good enough to take the role. Okay then, ladies and gentlemen, we've once again signed another right midfielder. I know what you're probably thinking, why do I need so many right midfielders? I don't, but Theo Walcott came on the transfer market and we put in an offer of 2.2 and he's coming to join us when the transfer window opens at the start of next season. So we should see how he does for us. Okay then guys, so we're into the last game of the season against Chelsea. Not expecting anything out of this game. Chelsea, I believe, are champions. So a 1-0 loss is not terrible for me. I do think that keeps me up, providing that not every single team that's below me won their game. I think we stay in the division, which is exactly what I wanted. We do. We finish 16th in the division, just above Crystal Palace, with Birmingham, Bournemouth and West Brom all going down. So good enough season for me. 10 wins, 6 draws and 22 losses. Not terrible at all. Leicester having a shocking season there, just finishing 15th, just above us. Minus 19 goal difference, not too bad at all. Was I right, Chelsea? Oh no, Chelsea dropped all the way back off to 4th. Spurs winning the title. Let's have a look at some other bits here then. Raheem Sterling getting the top goal scorer with 27 there. Not too bad, not too shabby. This is the team that did it for me, basically. Obviously, Modric dropping off a bit now on an 81. A lot of my players being older, of course, do drop off. But hopefully, we can keep them around for a while. Keep using them while they're going to be good enough for us. And obviously, change them out when they're not. What am I looking for? I'm looking for the squad hub to show you how some of our players did stats-wise. So Romero obviously coming in halfway through the season, 2 clean sheets, 1 assist out of the guy as well. Brilliant from Romero. Let's see goal scorers. Draxler was top halfway through the season. He still is, but joint with Olivier Giroud. So Giroud had a little goal scoring spree. Sebastian Lee scoring 6 goals for Bournemouth in the 21 games he played. Did get the team relegated though. He wasn't good enough to keep them up. But 5 of them in the Premier League, not bad at all. He's going to come back to this club of 74 overall, which is probably higher. It is higher than Giroud. So he could be our starting striker for next season. Torre getting 3, so is Mata and Mitroglou out of nowhere coming in with 3 goals. Lovely to see. Willems with 2, Portillo with 2, Modric with 2, Balassi, Teodosic, Cabasele, Fernandinho, Jovetic and Besic all getting goals also. And then we go to the assist tallies. Who got the most? It's Modric with 8, then Mata and Draxler. A lot of people on 1. So a very, very good season for us. Keeping ourselves in the division. Love to see it. That's exactly what I wanted from this season. Let's see if we can go into the next one and progress onto it. Hopefully finish higher up in the table, maybe top half. And then see what sort of team we can make out of it. Of course, for the whole of next season, all the players will be transfer listed again, all the current team. So we'll have to see if and where any of them end up going. And see what players come into the squad to replace them. But for now, guys, for this episode at least, thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time.